Rousimar Palhares is one of the most dangerous fighters in the world.
The level that you have, like a Palhares.
Yeah.
Diving on things, transitioning from one thing to the next, and then locking you up in a position where you better tap quick, because if you don't, you're going to be screaming.
And few can disagree with this sentiment.
This could be trouble. Palhares is going for that. He's got it. That's it.
But how did someone so talented
Got to figure out a way to solve this, and that's one. He grabs a leg, rolls over, he's on top.
fall off so hard?
He's not perplexed. He's not perplexed at all. The bottom line is anybody who is involved in jiu-jitsu knows that that's the nastiest submission you can put somebody in.
Born and raised in Minas Gerais, Brazil, a young Rousimar would find himself dreaming of becoming a professional fighter.
Eu sou de uma família muito pobre, venho de Minas, lá de Dores do Indaiá, fui nascido e fui criado pouco também da minha infância lá em Dores do Indaiá. Depois meu pai e minha mãe separou, vim para Santo Antônio do Monte.
And would soon afterward move to the much larger city of Rio de Janeiro, where he would join the legendary Brazilian top team, or BTT for short, under the tutelage of Murilo Bustamante. In 2005, Rousimar would make his debut in submission grappling, defeating multiple-time world champion Romulo Barro in the trials for the ADCC. And in 2007, would claim his first MMA title under the Fury Fighting Championship promotion before making his way to America. 2008, Rousimar is fighting on the preliminary card of UFC 84, Penn vs. Shirk.
Salivary makes an explosion to move. He's going to try to twist around.
And wins by armbar against Ivan Salivary. However, later that year he would face his first setback in a unanimous decision loss to American legend and Olympic wrestler Dan Henderson.
If he reaches back, he may go for the heel hook. Does he have it? Trying to tap Henderson out. Trying to finish with the heel hook.
Henderson straight. He's still got that leg trapped inside there, though. He's going to scramble for it again, and Henderson's out.
At UFC 88, he would bounce back from that loss with several victories over Jeremy Horn in UFC 93 and Tomas Drual at UFC 111.
Huge mistake.
And
Look out for the legs.
The leg lock.
He's got it. Tap, 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 tap.
He didn't let go.
But this is also where the problems for Rousimar would begin. After securing a victory by heel hook, 45 seconds into round one, he would continue to hold the submission lock even after the referee tried to halt the match. Rousimar would subsequently be suspended for 90 days. 2010 would see a controversial loss for Rousimar against American fighter Nate Marquardt.
Ultimate Fighter coming up next. He lost it.
2011, Rousimar defeats David Branch by knee bar and Dan Miller by unanimous decision.
Made up the striking.
Oh! Big head kick! Looking to finish this fight! He has not finished it! Look at that! Oh my! Herb Dean did not stop the fight!
And in that year's ADCC World Championship, Rousimar would submit several opponents while only falling short to the eventual double gold champion, the talented André Galvão.
Always attack. I think he tried to hit 2 or 3 ankle locks from the regular heel hook and then the 50-50 heel hook. And then I went to heel hook him. I started attacking his foot as well while he was attacking me. And then I think he got surprised, you know.
But even in the grappling world, Rousimar was seen as a dangerous figure as the conclusion of his match with David Avalon would see the athlete leave the competition venue on an ambulance due to injury. 2012, Rousimar defeats Mike Masencio.
This is what we said earlier. If he shoots for a takedown, he will drop down and pull guard and wrap up a leg. Look how he does this. He sneaks his leg around it, and as soon as he gets that left leg around the thigh, he's got a good, solid grip with his elbow, deep on that hook.
And probably his most humbling defeat would come through his loss to Alan Belcher. who managed to escape Rousimar's leg entanglements.
Put weight on that right leg. Don't let him do this.
This is where
Belcher has to push down. He's doing a good job of pushing down with his legs. But Belcher can't play footsies with Palhares like this. The more this goes, the more he's going to get into a rhythm that he can't defend. Belcher's got to push down with that leg, free this leg down. Now scoot his hips back.
And get the better of him during their leg exchanges.
Terrible position for Belcher right away. They're playing footsies here. This is not what he wants to do, man. He wants to get out of this position. I mean, he has Palhares' leg locked up in his legs. He's looking for a twister. Look at this.
Eventually succumbing to Belcher's ground and pound.
Oh. Hammer fists.
Palhares trying to finish it right here.
It is all over.
At 4 minutes and 18 seconds into the first round, and another serious loss by KO to Hector Lombard, as well as failing a mandated performance test, would see Rousimar with another suspension, this time for 9 months, 2013. But soon after moving down a weight class, Rousimar would find himself in trouble again after winning his fight against Mike Pierce.
Palhares has a collection of legs back home and he's done.
And the most controversial point of the night revolved around Rousimar Palhares and his 31-second submission victory over Mike Pierce. Palhares locked in the fight-ending heel hook, but as referee Keith Peterson jumped in to stop the fight, with Pierce tapping, Palhares did not relinquish the hold.
Which not only cost him the submission of the night bonus, but was also deemed unsportsmanlike conduct, after Pierce was found to have tapped out a total of 8 times with no response from Rousimar. The next day, UFC President Dana White announced on ESPN that Rousimar had been released from the organization.
Is the door still open for him to return to the UFC?
He has a history of doing this. He did it in Abu Dhabi, and he knew what he was doing that night. And what he did was wrong and really despicable. What he did. He won't be back. He can go fight in another organization. We don't put up with that stuff here.
And the combination of the previous incident of holding the submission in 2010, plus his drug suspension in 2012, and then the most recent event in 2013 would be the last straw. While Rousimar would continue to fight for organizations like World Series of Fighting, similar incidents would occur like in his match versus Jake Shields.
Palhares doesn't look tired at all. Shields gets the takedown. He rolls out the Kimura. Oh, this is it. It's all over. And once again, Palhares maintains the hold. Clearly the tap is coming in the corner of Jake Shields.
Leading some influential figures like Ali Abdel Aziz to say this. Palhares has mental problems and shouldn't be allowed to fight until he fixes them, and have left many fans and spectators to wonder why exactly Rousimar continues to quote-unquote rip submissions, even though the results have been disastrous for his career.
You're gonna cut him. This is it. You're saying here right now on the record, not just a suspension, he's done.
He's done.
He's done.
Leaving many to speculate on Rousimar's upbringing, or lack of one, or even his training under Mario Bustamante, a former UFC middleweight champion.
It's straight. It's straight. It's over. No, wait. No, you're fine. No, you're fine. Hold on. Come on, your corner. To the corner. Bustamante gauntlet attacked. McCarthy says you're fine. That was also close.
Regardless of the reason, Rousimar has undoubtedly left his mark on the world of submission grappling and mixed martial arts, but also what happens when one loses control.
He had this psychological block. They all say that he's like a really, really nice guy.
Yeah. You just become that guy that nobody wants to fight.
Fucking
and you can't
animal,
make nobody.
One of the power of submission holds attacking the lower extremities, but also what happens when one loses control.